Hello, it's Carrie with Southern Sass Vinyl. Today I'm going to show you how to order DTF transfers by the roll. So we're going to start out on the website, southernsassvinyl.com, and we're going to go over here to Collections, Custom DTF Transfers, Custom Direct-to-Film Transfers by the roll. Okay, so for custom direct-to-film transfers by the roll, there is a minimum order of 100 inches. When you order by the roll, the pricing tiers are a little bit different than when you order by the sheet. So when you order by the roll, it is calculated by the inch and not by the design or not by the sheet size. So here is all of the information, how to order, what you need to do. This right here is basically the pricing tier. Here are the design requirements. This says 12-inch, but it's actually 12.5 inch. I need to go change that. There is a minimum DPI of 300. However, once you resize your design, as long as it's above 250, it'll still send with no problems. Here's all the different information. I state it several times in here, not responsible for prints made from improperly formatted artwork. All orders will be printed as received. If your design is blurry or has a background on the screen, it will be blurry or have a background when printed, because there is no artwork correction offered on orders by the roll. Once you hit submit, it is put into my queue to be printed. Alright, so when you're setting up your job, you're going to set it up through a design software called Integro Designer. And so you'll actually click this link. And it's going to open it up. So right here under Choose Parameters of your product, you're always going to leave the sheet number as 1. I know it says 1 to 100, but just leave it as 1. You're going to hit Set, and it's going to pull up the template. Move this a little bit down. Okay. Alright. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, for every sheet, up here next to this confirm button, it says link to this design. You're going to want to copy that, and then you're going to want to put it on a sticky note or something like that. Open a Word file, wherever you want to put it, and just hold on to that. Okay? And you're going to do this for each sheet. And you're going to hit X, and it's going to bring you back here. So now we're going to go in and add our images. So you're going to hit Upload Files. I'm going to go ahead and load both of these files. I have them just in a folder on my desktop. And you're going to hit Open, and you're going to let those load. So you are able to upload a maximum of 50 different designs. And the size, the file limit is 50 megabytes. Alright, so you're going to give it just a second to load. Alright, so once your designs are loaded, you're going to select your first design. Okay, and it's open on your canvas. We're going to pull this up to the top, and over here it's going to show you your dimensions. So you have 11 by 8.5, but this one we're going to go ahead and change it to 12. So you're going to enter it, and it's going to automatically resize the height for you. You're going to hit change. Alright, so in this case, you notice this little yellow triangle pops up. If you click on it, it's going to tell you that your current DPI is 275, recommended is 300, minimum is 250. So you're above the minimum, you're good. So just hit exit and move on with it. Alright, so if you're going to fill your page with this design, you're just going to click on it and hit duplicate. And you can duplicate this as many times as you want. Okay, but let's say now you want to, it's the same design, but you want to change the size. So you're just going to go ahead and duplicate it again, make sure it's selected, and you're going to come over here, and let's say we want this to be a 6-inch. Okay, So you change the width to 6, it automatically changes the height. You're going to select change. Now you can rotate this design, hit duplicate again, and put another one right beside it. So that way you're not wasting space. Alright? So one thing to remember whenever you're adding your designs, you can zoom in by selecting Control and the left mouse key, or you can also just select this plus button. Okay? So you're going to see two different lines here. You see this purple line and the blue line. So the purple line is your safety line. That is the line, that is the max width of the sheet, which is 12.5 inches. The blue line is the actual sheet size, which is 13 inches. So I do require, excuse me, a bleed of 1/4 inch on each side. And that goes for the top as well. Okay? And the bottom. So once you have that, you're just going to hit reset and it's going to redo your design. Alright, so now if you want to add your second image, you're just going to select it and you'll just pull it down. I do recommend that you leave 1/4 inch between each design, just for ease whenever you need to cut it. Because if it's too close together, it is going to be a pain to cut. Alright, so I know that I have my designs really spaced out. I'm just trying to fill this sheet really fast so that I can move on to the next step. Okay, and you can put as many designs as will fit on this sheet. Once you have your first 100 inches, oops, don't want to do that. Once you have your first 100 inches, you can go in and do half sheets, but there is a minimum of 100 inches. Okay, so this right here, this is the first roll, and as you see over here on the side, it shows you we're at our 100 inches. So we've already linked the design, so we're going to hit confirm. Okay, so if you want, let's say, 3 of these, then you're just going to go ahead and change it right here to 3. But let's say that, yeah, you have those 3, but you also need a partial sheet. Okay, you're going to click that add new design, and you're going to hit edit design. You're going to see this error, it says page is blank, and we're just going to go over here. Here's our designs, and we're just going to put a couple of them on there. Okay. Alright, so once I have this, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to link this design, copy. I'm going to paste that link directly into here. And the reason that I'm going to do this is if you forget how many inches your designs are, especially when you have like a partial sheet like that, you want to be able to come back and view that. Okay, so we're going to hit exit, exit. You have it. Okay, so we'll pay attention. Let's go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to use the slide bar. You want it kind of over here so that you can see where the end of this design is going to land. And if you look, it's right here at 23 inches. Okay, so you're going to hit confirm. So now you have 3 100 inch and 1 23 inch. You'll notice if this says 0, so you're going to need to change that to 1. So this is your entire job. This will be printed as one continuous roll. So you're going to have 3 100 inch and 1 23 inch. When you're done, you're going to come down here to confirm my designs. It's going to show you all of this, that you have 3 of these, 1 of these. If you notice that maybe you forgot to change that to 1, you can go back. If you want to add, let's say you want to add totally different designs to a completely different sheet. You could still come in here, add, upload your new designs, and go in there and add those. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to say this. I'm just going to put that one way down here. I know there's a lot of blank space, but it doesn't know that. Click off of it. We're going to go ahead and pull it up again. We're going to use the slide bar so that it's all the way against the ruler over here. And I'm going to call that 46 inches. Because it's below the 45. It's not quite to the 46, but we're going to call it 46 inches. Alright, so we're going to hit confirm. Again, it shows 0, but we're going to go ahead and hit 1. You do not have to have the same designs over and over again. You can have, as long as you have at least one 100-inch sheet, you can have as many different ones as you want. Okay? So now at this point we have 3 100-inch. We have one 23-inch. And let me see, what was this one for? I think this was the 46. Yeah. And I just went to edit design. And so we have that 46 inch. Now let's say you decide, oh, I want to go ahead and do another one of those. You can easily just select duplicate, and it's going to duplicate that exact job. Or remove it. Yes, remove. Let's go ahead and remove this one. Okay, so now we have the 3 100-inch jobs and the 1 46-inch job. Alright, and it's going to tell you down here, ordered products is 4. Again, it's showing you 3 100-inch sheets and that 1 46-inch sheet. And I shouldn't say sheet, it's rolls. I've done a couple of tests on here, so I'm just going to randomly select this. Okay, and you're going to select confirm my designs. Okay, so then it's going to pop up next steps. We've received your project. Next steps are as follows. You'll be redirected, or you can click the redirect now. On product page, select quantity of sheets you have just designed and click add to cart. That step is not what you're going to do, because remember, you're going to enter the inches. Finalize your purchase on the next site. Your project has been saved, and now you need to pay for the order. So you're just going to select redirect now, and it's going to take you back to the website. So remember, you are ordering by the inch. Okay, and there's pricing tiers based on how many inches the design is. So the minimum is 100 inches, and it goes all the way up to 500 inches plus. Okay, so in this instance, we have 3 100 inches, so that's 300 plus a 46 inch. So you're going to choose pricing tier of 300 inches. Which, if you watch, it's going to change this price per inch. Okay? So from instead of 55 per inch, now it's 45 cents per inch. So that's the pricing tier you're going to use. Over here in quantity, that's where you're going to put the actual number of inches. So that's going to be 346. And you'll select add to cart. Okay? So that right there is what the cost is for all of those designs. It's $155.70. It's 45 cents an inch with a total of 346 inches. And I do offer Sezzle, as you see, which has interest-free payments, 4 of them. All right, so that's it. So now let's say that you've gotten to this step. We're going to hit remove. It's going to take us back. It takes you back to the home page. We're going to go back here. Back here. Okay, so let's say you forgot to write down how, you know that you had the 3 100-inch sheets, but you forgot what that last sheet was. Okay? So let's go. Uh-oh, what do I do with it? Let me go back to my sticky note. I'm going to load my last sticky note. Alright, so here are the two different ones. You're just going to take this. I'm going to open a browser, paste it into your browser. Alright, and so there it is, and now you can come back and it'll show you how many inches it was. You can also check see summary, and it's going to come back and show you that you had 3 of these and 1 of these. Go back to the design, and it is always going to, let's see, that's going to tell you how to prepare your designs. Toggle full screen. You really don't need that. Come up here. This is where you can choose your jobs. I'm trying to think of everything that I needed to show y'all. So this right here is just where it's going to show you which job specifically you're looking at. And if you look right here, it says design, and it's going to show 3. Because remember, we actually did that 123 inch in between it, so that would have been design 2, but then we went back and deleted it. So you have design 1, which is your 100 inch sheet, or roll, sorry. And then you also have, design 3, and this is that 46 inch roll. Okay? Then you just select show summary and redirect again. And it's going to take you right back to the page. Alright, so that is how you use Integro Designer. I'm going to go ahead and link a second video to this first one that's going to actually show you some of the really cool stuff that you can do in Integro Designer. As far as your designs go, I'm going to show you just super fast. I'm just going to load one image real fast because I just want to show you this because I just think it's really cool that you can do this directly from Integro. I'm going to select it, pull it up. I'm just going to make this big because I want to be able to see it. Alright, so here is the design you uploaded. But if you come over here to filters, you can actually do a lot of really cool stuff. They have a lot of pre-built filters that you can select. Like, let's say I want to go ahead and duplicate. I want to have, so this right here's my original design, but this specific one, I want to change it. And so you can change it to whatever you want. And if you decide, oh, I don't like that, you'll just come up here, click this, and that's going to remove all the filters. Same thing with your sliders. I don't recommend using the brightness slider at all, but the contrast slider, you can use this to kind of increase the contrast in the design. I usually like to leave this at a 2. And same thing with your saturation. You can kind of increase your saturation just a touch. And I like to increase my saturation to 3. Okay? Now, whatever changes you've made to this one, remember, this is your original. This is the one you've made changes to. You can either duplicate the original that doesn't have the changes, or you can come here and you can duplicate the one that you did make changes on. Okay? And all of the changes will be saved to that. So let's say we want to leave all that, and for this one we're going to come down here and we're going to just make it brown. So now we have the original, the one with just the changes to the contrast and saturation, and the one This is the original again, and this is the one with changes to contrast, saturation, and we added this filter. Okay, and again, anytime you want to remove it, you just hit this. You can remove it here and remove it here. So it's pretty cool. Again, I'm going to do a separate video on all the different filters and some of the stuff that you can do to change up your graphics actually in this software before you save it. All right. As always, my name is Carrie. I'm with Southern Sass Vinyl. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you so much.